Steel, and by par les systèmes Miller Waste Systems.
It's that moment again, the one you dream of every night. La seule chose qui te préoccupe, c'est la gloire, le cheminement de la réussite, of pushing yourself further than ever before. But the true glory is in the shadows. Les sacrifices que tu fais, quand toutes les chances sont contre toi, when you can't push one more second. Chase the glory. Visez haut.
Welcome to the 2025 Miller Waste U Sports Women's Hockey Championship on CBC. I'm Adam McGuire alongside Amanda Smith and sideline reporter Sarah Saeed as we get set to bring you this U Sports quarterfinal action between the STFX X-Women and the Concordia Stingers. Amanda, you've played and coached in this tournament before. You are as qualified as anybody to talk about what we will see here today and in the next 4 days. Right away, though, we're going to get into the matchup at the 4-5 seed. A bit of a surprise, obviously, because Concordia has won their league, the RSEQ, 4 years running. They were trying for a 4-year consecutive streak, but instead they're the RSEQ finalists, and they take on the AUS champ STFX tonight. And the head-to-head matchup, as we see here, will be a tight one. Concordia is going to try to rely on their offensive ability here to get on top of STFX early.
Yeah, absolutely. Concordia not with the seed they wanted coming in. A shocking upset there by Bishops in the final. And STFX winning the AUS for the first time since the 2019-2020 season. So this will be a good matchup here, and I think STFX needs to try and stay away from that Concordia power play for sure to be successful today.
Yeah, Emily Lucier will be key for the Concordia Stingers. She, of course, the first-team All-Canadian, the RSEQ MVP with 30 points. Key to stopping her for STFX. On the back end, Mackenzie Lothian and that STFX defense will try to keep Concordia's offense at bay, as you said, Smitty. Lothian with a great season herself, an All-Canadian, 18 points in 27 games as the teams take the ice. We will head to a break and be back with opening puck drop, opening face-off after this break, live from the Waterloo region. You're watching the 2025 U Sports Women's Hockey Championship on CBC.
Le sport en direct sur ICTout.tv. 100% énergie. 100% gratuit. Votre meilleur plan de match pour voir des performances exceptionnelles sur l'appareil de votre choix. C'est ICTout.tv.
Miller Waste, we're proud to sponsor the 2025 U Sports Women's Hockey Championship. There is lots of trash talk on the ice. At Miller Waste, we talk trash every day. We serve over 2 million Ontario households weekly, transforming more than 175,000 metric tons of recyclables and organic waste into reusable resources. Proudly Canadian, family owned, always driving hard to the net. Let's make a difference. Game on.
This is a call to empower, to unite, and to celebrate the bold in all their glory. It's time to own the ice. Are you ready?
Commentators. Welcome back inside the Woolwich Memorial Centre in the Dan Snyder Memorial Arena. Getting set for the first game of the 2025 Miller Waste U Sports Women's Hockey Championship. The defending champion Concordia Stingers and Smitty, the defending champs nearly 3 years running. They won, of course, last year. The year before, a heartbreaking loss in 23 to the Mount Royal Cougars, where they were 8 seconds away from a gold medal. Mount Royal tied it and then won in overtime. So coming off the loss in the RSEQ final to Bishops, you know that Julie Chu and her team is hungry to make a statement here in Game 1.
Yeah, absolutely. Mount Royal being the only 8 seed to win the Golden Path Trophy. So a couple big upsets in final games for these Concordia Stingers, and you wonder if that's something sitting in the back of their mind coming to Game 1 of these 2025 U-Sport Finals.
Some of the best offensive numbers in the country for Concordia. The best power play, the most goals per game at 4.24. They were 20-1 in the regular season, only an overtime only a 6-3 loss to Montreal in January. STFX had a long road through the AUS playoffs, but we are underway in Elmira, and right away, it's Lucier. Lucier in on goal and a great stop. Bianca Zach, the puck is still loose in the crease. Zach is going to hold the goal line as Lucier and the top line for Concordia nearly strikes seconds into the tournament.
Yeah, nerve-wracking there one for Zach, who's been strong for STFX this season with a 1.35 goals against average and .943 save percentage. That's good enough for an AUS championship. So a little nerve-wracking start, but good for her for staying strong at the top of the crease there.
Anna McCara drags it up to center ice, but Lucier is going to fire it right back in on the forecheck. This is Jessima Drapeau, part of the all-tournament team a year ago. Drapeau tries to haul it in. Now Drapeau swings it on goal, and a good stop again by Zach to get across the goal line. STFX under siege here early goings in this first shift. Moses is going to try to slow things down as she'll chip it in. Stopped in behind the Concordia net by Jordan Verbeek. She had outstanding numbers as well. Undefeated this year with 11 wins. Of course, played for Team Canada in the FISU games as well. Won a silver medal. Up ahead now, it's Leahy. She'll wrist it in on goal, and an easy stop first touch for Jordan Verbeek as STFX gets their first bid towards the net.
Yeah, good job by STFX after a whirlwind of a first shift. Ton of energy in this building right now. Big school day game, lots of noise. A little bit of a fire time for Concordia at the beginning there, but St. FX able to bounce back and get a couple tries at the net here now.
Kaya Moss ripped that one and it was blocked right away by Verbeek. In behind the net now, back to the top of the zone. Unable to get it there was Landon Pitts. That was Moss in behind the net. Down low though, and it's going to be taken away by Kate Furlong. Stingers couldn't clear the zone though. Boyer is going to try to clear it. She can't as well, and finally circling back. The Stingers regrouping again. Thibault, forecheck coming hard from St. FX. Megan Smith is all over Thibault and nearly turned the puck back over for the X-Women. Grace Gagne's in there as well. In behind the net as St. FX pins in Concordia momentarily. Back to the line. Unable to get a shot away, though, was Lainey Joyce. All the way down in behind the net. St. FX was defeated by the host Waterloo Warriors, this year's host, last year in this early Thursday game in the 4-5 matchup. Looking for a different result as Boyer starts the breakout. And finally Concordia back into the offensive zone.
Great job by St. FX the last few shifts, keeping pressure on. That's exactly what they have to do if they want to be successful against Concordia.
Little bump towards the center of the ice. This is McCloskey. Her shot gloved down by Verbeek and held as St. FX pushes back.
Verbeek looking really solid in there, really calm, making a few early saves, can really get a goalie into that game mindset as she settles down into her crease today.
Face off to Verbeek's right. Anna McCara tries to swing it in back of the net. Skated out of harm's way. Only momentarily there by Lucier. And now having to move it quickly is Philbert. Back inside the X zone. Mackenzie Lothian, the first team AUS All-Star, second team All-Canadian. On there with Taryn Moses on the back end. We'll see lots of them. Poke back out to center ice. And going to be flipped back in by Richard.
St. FX bringing the pressure, not letting Concordia settle down. They're super talented up front. When they have time to move the puck, they can see the ice. St. FX right now doing a really good job of getting pucks out of their zone and keeping them in Concordia's with a really high-pressure forecheck.
Here's Taryn Moses once again. To the far side for Lothian. To the line but not out. Knocked down by Koskowski. Shot towards the net but didn't get through. Now Stathis. In back of the net, Lothian's going to cut it off. Long shift for this defensive duo. Lothian tries to go through the middle of the ice. Furlong kept it in. Bouncing puck and unable to settle it down there with Stathis. Now away comes X. Hassman circles back and waits for help as the X-Women change behind the play. Dugout in the corner. Camden Switzer looks. She can't get a stick on the puck though, and it's going to be out to center ice. Cleared by Mocan Jobert. Switzer, a little one-touch back to center ice. Philbert is going to rip it back in the equipment of Brie McPherson. She couldn't find it. And now X on their heels a little bit. Moss behind the net. McPherson can't clear it. Forecheck coming. Loose in front was Rosalie Perron, but she couldn't get the puck. And Switzer will try to poke it towards center ice. Finally drifted back into the Concordia zone. Perron on the left wing side. Flips it on in. Kicked into the corner by Zach. Perron's going to skate onto her own rebound. Marked by Joyce. Megan Smith will pick it up. In the feet of Carruthers. Kept in at the line. Grace Gagne is going to bounce it out. And it's flipped back into the X zone. Zach's going to keep the play going though. Try to catch the Stingers on a bit of a respite there. And finally hauled out to center ice. Vivian Hinch gains the line. Hinch to the backhand. In front Hinch. Stopped on the short side. Verbeek with a good save. Her best of the early goings here this afternoon. Claire Carruthers at the line. Now it's going to be lifted back in. Moses will go in on the forecheck before she peels back to the point. Long lead pass. It's going to be too far for Leah Kosowski, and icing is the call against Concordia here.
Some really back and forth momentum between the two teams here. We're seeing both get pinned in for long defensive shifts, both trying to get a cycle offense down low. It's so interesting at these tournaments, Adam, to see teams from different leagues that have completely different playing styles to go head-to-head in matchups like this while they try and figure each other out.
There's a lot going on in this first period. You're trying to get the jump. You're also trying to learn your opponent a little bit as Lucier streaks through the middle of the ice, tries to center it in front, nearly bounced it off of Lothian there. Bianca Zach and Mackenzie Lothian were careful to make sure that one didn't get ricocheted behind the goaltender. Zoe Thibault couldn't clear the zone. Now it's the Stingers back on the attack. Lucier, her shot blocked, flicked into the corner. She has been all over the ice as advertised, the first team All-Canadian, Emily Lucier. As STFX will dump it in, played off the end boards here. That's the other thing, yet another thing these teams have to learn about here, the bounces on the boards. Camden Switzer rips it in, back of the net. Into the near side corner, back to the line. Moss's shot through traffic, that one was stopped. Rebound was centered in front. And it goes all the way out to center ice. No one was there for STFX.
Yeah, nice chance there by STFX, collecting a rebound, but unfortunately no one home in front of the net to tuck that one in. These two teams met earlier this year in the preseason, so we have seen these two teams go head-to-head. Concordia getting the better of both matchups, 2-1 and 4-run respectively. But in the early goings of this, it looks like a really good matchup, Adam.
STFX with 6 of the first 9 shots, too. Maybe surprises some folks. Centering pass in front. Oh, what a stop there by Zach. Rosalie Parent robbed on the doorstep by Bianca Zach. Concordia now trying to keep the pressure up. Parent tries to dig the puck out. Philbert is down from the point. Philbert, nice move to get to the outside in. She's shoved off stride. A big strong play there from Bree McPherson. The fourth here out of Antigonish, the hometown defender. A great job to make sure that Philbert couldn't cut to the front of the net.
Yeah, something you'll notice in between two leagues, the styles of play where the OUA and the AUS can play a little bit more of a physical game, where the Res Q teams are often highly skilled and love to play that skill game. So we'll see how Concordia adjusts to a little bit more physical play in this game.
Deflected into the X zone, back for it, Lainey Joyce. Bounce pass off the boards. This is Ashlyn Garnett. Garnett tries to go wide on the left wing side. Good defensive play by Boyer. Now on the far side, Boudreau Gagnon just forks it out to center ice, and X back in on the attack. Short side shot there as Vivian Hinch tried to go up top. Stymied though. At the line, Lainey Joyce. Joyce. Shot from the point is just wide from Garnett. Pardon me, that was Hinch, not Garnett from the point. 81, not 91. Didn't miss by much. I don't think Jordan Verbeek saw it. Back out to center ice. In front it comes. A shot is just wide. Drapeau couldn't find the goal. Far side now. Lead pass, Lucier. Drapeau goes to the front of the net. Puck is bouncing. And behind the net, Lucier, Drapeau. They start the physicality a little bit and get the forecheck going here for Concordia. Lucier at the top of the line. Her shot deflects twice and just wide. Finally taken off her stick and skated out to center ice by Lothian. 3-on-2 maybe affects hurries. They need a change though. McCloskey shot off a shin pad. That one wide of the net. Back and forth we go. Concordia holding the last little bit of momentum. Lothian got the change, so it's back to the line. It comes. Centering pass. Alexis Perry went through the blue paint and out the other side. Kosowski was stood up at the red line. Here's Courtney Rice. Bit of a homecoming for her. A Cambridge Rivulet and a Cambridge, Ontario native. Back in the Waterloo region. Kaya Moss Couldn't clear the zone. Kept in by Robinson. McPherson back behind. McPherson couldn't clear the zone. It's back to the top of the zone. Philbert kept it in. Philbert bothered, and it's poked out to center ice.
Some back and forth action here. Whistle's hard to come by, as this is a barn burner of a first 10 minutes at the beginning of this U-Sport Championship.
Icing is the call.
Looks like a penalty as well here, Adam, against the X-Women, which will send Concordia to their first power play of the game.
Well, maybe not. Just icing the call. So a face-off in the X zone. Moss overskates it. Couldn't clear the zone. Taya Pierce is going to get it out, though, to center ice. Bureau Gagnon cross ice. Goudreau's shot. Her bid is stopped there by Zach. She couldn't control the rebound. Into the far side corner, and finally skated out of harm's way by Vivian Hinch. Hinch is going to crank it up, make a move at the blue line. Now Hinch looks towards the middle of the ice. It's deflected short side, maybe off the side of the net. Verbeek was cutting across. Now another shot in front. Rebound is there, but Verbeek pounces on it. What a action-packed first 11 minutes. You won't want to miss the rest of this one. We're going to step away for a moment. You're watching U Sports on CBC.
Le sport en direct sur ICTV. 100% énergie. 100% gratuit. Votre meilleur plan de match pour voir des performances exceptionnelles sur l'appareil de votre choix. C'est ICTV.
This is a call to empower, to unite, and to celebrate the bold in all their glory. It's time to own the ice. Are you ready?
CBC Sports is home to the University Sports in Canada. Catch the gold medal game of the 2025 Miller Waste Women's Hockey Championship Sunday at 6 p.m. Eastern on CBC Jam and CBCSports.ca. U Sports on CBC. Champions are made here. Both of these teams would like to play in that game on Sunday evening. First things first, though, this quarterfinal. As Moses in her own zone, now McCloskey. Fanned on that lead pass. Richard took her down. Back inside the Concordia zone, the X zone, as Moses will skate behind her own net. Lothian is there, gives her an outlet though, and up is McCara. McCara will wind and fire. Kicked into the corner there by Verbeek. Back come the Stingers. Parent leads the rush. Little drop. And Moquin Joubert shot off a shin pad and wide.
Take one. Take two.
Back to the line, Philbert. Cross ice, Robinson. Robinson deflected right on net. It was just wide, in fact.
Follow it. Two.
Down and off the line. Moquin Joubert.
One.
Into the far side corner. McCloskey's going to try to dig it out here for X. McCloskey was the player of the game against Waterloo in the quarterfinal last year. Caron keeps
we have
in.
a ton of feedback coming from the producing
Joyce.
station.
Up ahead it comes. Bounced in off the boards and out to center ice where it's gathered up again there by Boyer. Entry pass too far for Furlong, and Joyce is going to try to relieve some of this pressure that Concordia has come here after the TV timeout. Down and off the line, Boyer's shot kicked away. The rebound, Furlong couldn't hammer it on net. Rolling puck eluded her. Courtney Rice in on the forecheck. Finally, X is going to be able to play it away. Here's Camden Switzer. Speedy Switzer on the right wing side. Her wrister didn't miss by much on the blocker side. X comes back with a push now. Unable to center it there was Pierce.
Different energy now here for everyone involved, as that TV timeout seems to have calmed the energy in the building down as these teams settle into this first game.
Yeah, you get through that first 10 minutes or so and you kind of understand who you're dealing with. Everybody's been on the ice. Now Garnett shot. Good stop there by Verbeek on the blocking side. Crashing into the end boards there. Dangerously, I think, is Callie Hassman. Second year out of Calgary. And it's going to be a penalty to Concordia. Noemi Gaudreau is the guilty party and already up on one knee, and good to see there is Hassman. She went into those end boards, or those sideboards, heavily. But it will result in the first power play of the game. X will go to the advantage. So, to the power play go X. Penalty kill of Concordia, one of the best in the league, in the country. In fact, at 92.3%. McCloskey on the power play for X. Interference the call on Gaudreau. Moses at the line. Lothian opens up, and instead she'll go back down here from McCara. Now a sharp angle shot. It was ripped off the paddle by Perry, and X wasn't able to capitalize on the rebound. Now another call is going to come here to Concordia. A check from behind maybe, or a cross check. Let's see what this call is. Smitty, a big moment here in this early going. It's going to be a 5-on-3 for 124, and now is it 2 or more?
Yeah, what looks like a lopsided matchup on paper. Concordia, 4 players on the Team Canada FISU team, 5 players in the top 25 in points in U-Sport. STFX with neither of those. Has looked like an even matchup so far, and now 2 penalties back-to-back gives STFX the opportunity to take control of this game.
Yeah, and one of those FISU silver medalists, Emily Lavoie, is going to the penalty box. So 5-on-3 here for X. Lothian, her shot way high off the glass. Set back up here by Moses. Moses. Pitts, her pass intercepted. Another centering pass there through the feet of Taya Pierce. Lothian. Pitts. Back to Lothian. Moses down low. Pierce couldn't spin to the net front. Now Lothian at the line. To the captain, Pitts. Landon Pitts down low. Camden Switzer couldn't reach it. And it's going to be clear to this near side and out. Concordia will try to quickly get a change here. They'll get 2 of their 3 penalty killers off the ice. Here's Lothian now leads the rush. STFX making a change as well in the power play. Big early moment here. Lothian. Moss. Back to Mackenzie Lothian. Tries to feed it through, but it was blocked by the foot of Boye.
STFX almost had more pressure with just the 5-on-4 going.
Cross ice pass, a centering feed now. Down is Verbeek, but no shot came through. Ireland McCloskey with it. McCloskey shot. That one's deflected wide off the traffic in front. Now another shot from the point. McCara there couldn't find the rebound. In behind the net now is Richard to try to kill some of the penalty off, and does in fact get the puck down the ice. Another delayed call, and this one's going to go against X. And that will end the power play with only 25 seconds left in the second minor. We'll play 4-on-4, and it's Kaya Moss for interference.
Yeah, STFX on the original 5-on-4 doing a really good job of getting pucks low and trying to feed to the middle. And Concordia on that 5-on-3 did a great job putting pressure up top and not letting STFX get those same passes down low. So we can see these special team units adapting to each other as the play goes on, and now there'll be a lot of room here with 25 seconds of 4-on-4.
Off the draw. Lucier, ever dangerous. Emily Lucier tried to whip it on net. McPherson blocked that. Landon Pitts will try to play it behind her own net. She'll get it back now. Still 4-on-4, so she can't clear. I think she thought about it, but not yet killing the penalty. Dangerous pass in front of the net, but Camden Switzer will gather it up. Penalty is over, and Concordia now will go to a power play for 90 more seconds. Lavoie tried to get into the offensive zone, but Thibault hadn't cleared yet. Offside the call against the Stingers.
Concordia running the best power play in U-Sport at 35.6%, which is just an outrageous number. Two players, Drapeau and Lavoie, tied for fourth in U-Sport's power play goals as well with 6 apiece.
Lavoie shown out of the face-off dot. Drapeau will take it and win it. Philbert looks to get the power play going here for Concordia. Dangerous advantage. Bettier chips and chases. Unable to clear though is X as Lothian ripped it around the net. Philbert at the top of the zone. Leonie Philbert gets it back from Lucier. Lavoie, Philbert, walks, switches places there. Now a centering pass from Philbert, broken up neatly and cleared by Taryn Moses. NCAA transfer out of Syracuse. Moses, a great job to break up that would-be cross-ice pass and clear the zone. Forecheck comes quickly. Lavoie had to move it. Big hit there as Lucier is leveled. No call. Concordia fans thought there should have been. And back behind the play, still 2 players tied up. Offside is the call, I think, at the Concordia line. Lothian and Lucier. A couple of All-Canadians tied up as they show how much this means to them.
Yeah, absolutely. This game is just a battle so far. Like we said, momentum swings both ways. Lots of physical play. Starting to get to some stuff behind the play between the periods as these two teams battle for that first win.
Puck kept in at the line. Richard. Pass was in behind Thibault. Lucier with it. She'll wrist it on net, a high riser. It was too high, though, and didn't get onto the goaltender, Zach. Penalty, only 5 seconds left now. Back to the line. Boyer's shot blocked. And now if X hurries, they might have numbers with the penalty ending. Leading the rush is Alexis Perry. Perry to the middle of the ice. Shot stopped there by Verbeek.
Great kill there by STFX as they're able to keep that very talented Concordia power play to the outside and not letting up any quality scoring chances.
Now to the near side, McPherson. Shot gets a deflection and it's wide of the net. That was Pitts cutting through the middle of the ice. Might have been Garnett, in fact. She's on with Leahy. But Lucier shakes 2 would-be checks and takes it into the offensive zone. And behind the net, Lucier's dropped, and that'll be another call against STFX. Perrant centers it in front. Lucier poke-checked. Puck is loose, and it's going to be grabbed by Zach. A great little poke check by Zach as Lucier climbed towards the goal mouth through the crease. Going to keep Concordia off the board, but the Stingers will go back to the power play here with less than 90 seconds to go in the first.
Yeah, great job there by Zach. That's what you have to do against top players like Lucier. Lucier had a great fake there, probably had Zach beat, and just last minute, Zach able to get stick on stick, the same way a defender would, keeping her from cutting across the crease and tucking that one in.
So Concordia 0 for 1 on the power play. Lavoie to Philbert. One-timer set up. Drapeau was stopped. And it's going to be cleared high off the glass by Taryn Moses and out.
Philbert, 3 power play goals on the year, 26 points, 0 penalty minutes. That is a stat line you do not often see in any league across U-Sport.
Lavoie with a nice move. Lavoie almost went coast to coast, but a great stick by Lothian. Knocked the FISU silver medalist off stride. Far side, Drapeau. Philbert, her shot through traffic. Maybe Zach got a piece of that. Now another shot. That one's blocked off the stick of Bureau Gagnon. Philbert. Lavoie, her shot deflects. Rebound. Oh, what a stop by Zach. Got the paddle down as the puck just about got into the goal mouth area. Now another centering feed. Zach without a goal stick now.
It's a long penalty kill here for the X-Women. You can see them backing off a little bit as they get tired.
Only 10 seconds left in the period, and then they get a little bit of a respite. Bettier, one more shot maybe before the horn. It's blocked. Moses clears it off the boards and out. And X weathers the storm here in the last seconds of the first period. Concordia will have a power play for 33 seconds as we start the second period. And a really strong effort from the STFX penalty kill as we go into the second period. Smitty, it's a anyone's game after this first 20 minutes.
Absolutely. STFX doing a great job on the penalty kill, getting in shooting lanes, blocking shots. Some great defensive plays with the sticks by STFX, poking it away at the last minute just before Concordia is able to get shots off. That's exactly what they need to do on that penalty kill.
Yeah, lots of chances here in the last few seconds of the period. But no score after 20 minutes.
Okay, no player. We're going to break.
So we'll be back with the second period after this. You're watching U Sports on CBC.
7, 6, 5.
Let me guess. First claim with us?
Yep. Here we go.
We checked your coverage, and we're good to go.
Oh, we'll see.
TD Insurance is the only provider with auto centers that handle your claim on site.
Sure.
We'll do your repair.
It can't be this easy. Can it?
And your rental car, too.
Is this a dream? Am I wearing pants?
Advisors, repairs, and rentals, all in one place. If you were expecting drama, you won't find it here. TD. Ready for you.
We're coming to you live from the Woolwich Memorial Arena. Proudly built by Malou Blamey Construction. Your community builder, supporting charities and local events. That's what we do. Come cheer on these U Sports Women Championship rising stars and be part of the action. See them, be them. Proud supporters of local champions, Malou Blamey Construction. We'll see you at the rink.
This is a call to empower, to unite, and to celebrate the bold in all their glory. It's time to own the ice. Are you ready?
Hey U Sports fans, check out shop.usports.ca for this week's promotional item from the Nike Team Collection. Visitez le shop.usport.ca pour en profiter de la promotion de la semaine de la collection Nike Team.
Where do you want us to go? Okay, the hand now. 10 seconds. 5, 4. Okay, yeah. 2. All right.
I'm with the head coach of STFX, Ben Berthium. Coach, STFX has lost in the last 2 quarterfinals and the last 2 championships. What are you going to do today to get over that hump?
Well, I think the way we started, it was a great start for us, pressuring the puck all the time, being first to a lot of pucks and putting them back on their heels a little bit there in the first period. So I think that was a great start for us for sure.
What's the message for the team heading into the next period?
I think we got to keep doing the same thing. One thing, we got to stay in the box for sure against them. They got a really good power play and they're pretty lethal there. So we keep pressuring the puck and putting pucks deep on them. I think we'll be okay.
Thanks, Coach. Back to you. Considering.
Okay, locate her in. And cue our commentator. Yep, okay. Dropping in. Ready, boost cam. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Welcome inside the booth here at the Dan Snyder Memorial Arena, the Woolwich Community Center. My name's Adam McGuire alongside Amanda Smith, and Smitty, a really entertaining first period, I think. The X-Women weathered that storm in the first shift or so. We were just talking about that off camera. Now, as the head coach Ben Berthiaume said, they have to stay out of the box because Concordia is coming, and they came awfully close in that last shift in the power play.
Yeah, absolutely. A couple unbelievable saves by Bianca Zach in this first period, keeping the X-Women in it, but the X-Women also bringing a really strong game. As the head coach said, they've got them on their heels some shifts when they can get the cycle game going down low, and so far their penalty kill has been incredible. They've been blocking shots, they've been in lanes, and they just need to stay out of that box on that 5-on-5 so they can get their own chances.
Yeah, it should be a really entertaining rest of the 40 minutes here. Concordia, maybe after the first shift, thought they'd be able to walk through X, and we heard that X is hungry. They've lost the last 2 quarterfinals, so they'll be excited to try to get on the board first when we come back for the second period after this. You're watching U Sports on CBC.
I'm a hockey player. I've been playing since I was 4 or 5 years old. I'm doing a lot of other sports too. I love golf. I love flag football. But I really like to hang out with friends. I'm studying psychology in school too, so I really like the mental side of sports. I started to play hockey with boys hockey. I think it's really when I switched with women's hockey that I saw my potential and that I really set myself some goal and that I wanted to go higher in terms of level. So the main reason why I chose Bishop is because it was a young program and I wanted to build that program and bring it to the tops. Also, the value and the culture of the program really resonate with me. I'm so proud of being here. I'm so proud of being part of the program. I'm also really proud to play in Canada, to play in my country. I had the opportunity to go NCAA D1. I visited a couple university there. Playing in your country, having the chance of staying close to my family and building something here that aligns with my value and that I want to just continue to build that culture and building a winning culture. I think it's huge for me, and I'm just so grateful to have that opportunity each day. So I'm trying to make it the most out of it. I'm doing a major in sports studies and a minor in psychology. Later, I would like to mix both and become a sports psychologist. I'm working with one in particular, and I think it's really helping me a lot. One of the reasons why I performed that well so far. I think a lot of people put that aside, but for me, it's a major reason of my success. And I think more and more athletes are starting to realize the importance of being in a good state of mind to perform and just being confident, being in the present moment. During the pandemic, I didn't know what to do, so I started reading books, and I wanted to read books about sports performance and just how to be the best athlete I could possibly be. Since then, I'm just really passionate, and I think I saw the improvement in my performance too. So it's just really something that I want to continue to research and improve myself. A feeling that you have for yourself, it's not really about the outcome or whatever, but just the feeling that you have that you gave everything, that you were true to yourself. I think a lot of people put emphasis on the result of if you win, if you lose, the personal feeling that you have with yourself. Are you satisfied? Do you feel like you give your all, and do you feel like you were prepared enough? And if the answer is yes, then in my head you had to say so.
Welcome back to the Dan Snyder Memorial Arena, the Woolwich Memorial Centre. An entertaining first period. Shots 12-11 in favor of Concordia. Adam McGuire and McCaw Cup champion Amanda Smith. And Smitty, we talked about it at length, but now in this second period, what are these teams' game plans? How are they changing?
Hey, change makers. Change it up. Turn ideas into action. Passion into purpose. And questions into real solutions. Because whatever path you choose, here, you'll make an impact and get ready to change the world. Make your change. Discover your story at Waterloo.
This is a call to empower, to unite, and to celebrate the bold in all their glory. It's time to own the ice. Are you ready?
Feel every hit, goal, and celebration as if you're standing right on the sideline, immersing you in the game like never before, bringing heart-pounding action directly to millions of fans. We deliver unparalleled simplicity and tailor-made digital broadcasting solutions crafted to make you feel every moment in a way like never before. Our passionate team ensures your message reaches audiences reliably every time. Proudly Canadian, we bring a touch of innovation and our passion to the world stage. ISI Live, be there.
Hey, you sports fans, check out shop.usports.ca for this week's promotional item from the Nike Team Collection. Visitez le shop.usport.ca pour en profiter de la promotion de la semaine de la collection Nike Team.
Oh, smoke, Messi! C'est pas aussi mauvais que la cigarette, ça?
C'est juste une vapoteuse.
Fais-toi pas d'illusions.
Vapoter, c'est jouer avec sa santé. Brise l'illusion.
At Miller Waste, we're proud to sponsor the 2025 U Sports Women's Hockey Championship. There is lots of trash talk on the ice. At Miller Waste, we talk trash every day. We serve over 2 million Ontario households weekly, transforming more than 175,000 metric tons of recyclables and organic waste into reusable resources. Proudly Canadian, family owned, always driving hard to the net. Let's make a difference. Game on.
U-Sports on CBC, presented by les championnats U-Sport à Radio-Canada, une présentation du gouvernement du Canada, the Government of Canada, Nike, Fox 40, Veraburn Medical Supplies, Les Bagues Baron Rings, BioSteel, and by et par les systèmes Miller Waste Systems.
Welcome back to the 2025 Miller Waste U Sports Women's Hockey Championship on CBC. My name's Adam McGuire alongside Amanda Smith and Smitty. Entertaining first period. As we were just discussing before we went to break there, both these teams now have 20 minutes of game action and some time, 17 in the rooms, to try to figure out the game plan. So let's start with STFX, the 4 seed, the AUS champions. They must be pretty happy with the way this period went. Really, the pressure came in the first shift and the last shift on the power play. They've got 33 seconds left to kill. So that's got to be first and foremost for them. And then what for the X to get the first goal of the game?
Yeah, we saw after Concordia took it to them the first few shifts of a game. They did a great job getting down low, putting 2 on the puck, keeping an F3 high, and really pinning the Concordia defense in their zone. They were able to get a few cycle plays going, and then a few defense walking down off the point and getting some really clear shots at the net. So I think for St. FX, they need to use their speed, they need to use that physicality, and they need to keep the pressure on these Concordia players.
Yeah, and for Concordia, the defending national champs, they must feel a little victimized that they weren't able to get a goal there. But what do they now have to do to try to take the momentum that they thought they might have been able to get right away on that first shift of this game?
Absolutely. It's tough coming into this tournament for Concordia, not being the seed they wanted to be, not being the seed they expected to be, and just making sure they're taking their opponent at ice level and not what it looks like on paper. If Concordia can get back to what their game plan is, which is skilled offense, getting shots on the net, crashing for rebounds, scoring those goals, they're going to be fine in today's matchup.
Yeah, and we saw lots of chances from that top line. Emily Lucier, Jessima Drapeau, who was in the all-tournament team a year ago, as Concordia reclaimed the Golden Path trophy. For them, you're right. You know, the game for them revolves around offense, but we have seen them susceptible to those high-scoring losses. That's, in fact, how they lost 2 straight to Bishops in the RSEQ final. They were able to score goals, but they weren't able to keep the puck out of the net. In fact, even in the game they won in that RSEQ final, game 1 of that series, they won 5-4 against Bishops. So the high-flying output of Concordia will be key, but so too will trying to keep the puck out of the net. And I really thought both goaltenders, Jordan Verbeek and Bianca Zach, were dialed in that first 20 minutes.
Yeah, Verbeek looked fantastic. As I said, St. FX had some pretty high-quality scoring chances that period, but Verbeek standing tall, controlling her rebounds, not a lot of scrambles in front. Zach dealing with a few more scrambles on the penalty kill, on the rush, some in-tight chances, making a few great saves to keep the X-Women in this game, keeping the score tied. And I think we'll continue to see that in this second period as teams try to stick to their game plan. One thing you can't do in short tournaments like this is try to make a game plan to fit your opponent. You haven't seen this opponent all year long, but you've been playing your game. So sticking to that game plan and what your team knows best, what systems your team knows best, is key in these short format tournaments.
It'll be an interesting start here to the second period to see how fast Concordia tries to generate something here on the advantage. As the fans, lots of school children here as part of the school day game, they ramp things up. And we're still awaiting our first goal of the 2025 Belarus U Sports Women's Hockey Championship, but lots of chances, and the fans, you get the sense, are ready to explode. Of course, lots of fans traveling from both of these fan bases as well. I've seen lots of Go X Go signs in the lobby before the game, and lots of Stinger uniforms to our right. So both of these teams waiting to try to erupt in that first goal, the all-important first goal. It'll be an important one, obviously, in this one-game elimination tournament format. Game 1 of 4 quarterfinals, the 4-5 matchup. St. FX lost this game 6-1 to the Waterloo Warriors last year, and they're in it this year. They did allow, in fact, X a goal in the first shift last year in the quarterfinal. As you know, Smitty, you were behind the bench of the Warriors as an assistant coach, and Tatum James got on the board right away for the Warriors, so they were playing from behind. They avoided that fate, did X. Concordia, though, is going to try to strike here as we drop the puck in the second period.
Yeah, 30 seconds left on this ever-threatening power play from Concordia, and we'll see if they can tuck something away early.
Puck is inside the X zone, unable to clear there. The first time was Taryn Moses, but second try gets it out to center ice. Alexandra Amboye will just carefully flip it on to Bureau Gagnon. Turned back, though, by X and cleared. That'll just about do it for the power play. Camille Richard behind her net, and X is, in fact, back to full strength. Lucier, the RSEQ MVP, second in the nation in goals with 18. She'll dump it in, but it's right back to center ice. Unable to make a move there was Ireland McCloskey. McCloskey with it again at center ice. Puck tied up along the sideboards as Neither team can gain control. Now Parent finally has it. Too far for Filbert, and now Perry chips it in and will chase for X. Concordia trying to get the breakout going with Filbert as the forecheck pressure comes hard. McCara cleans out Filbert at center ice as she dumps it in. Concordia makes a change on the back end. A little bit less intensive start here to period number 2 as both teams try to file away the things they learned in the first 20 as Perry shoots it on in. Kicked away by Verbeek easily. Now Drapeau. Through the middle of the ice, knocked down by Lothian. Lothian makes a move inside out and tried to send it across the ice. Garnett was there as well. Now another shot in front, and Leahy is robbed. Jordan Verbeek makes the biggest save of her afternoon to keep things 0-0.
Yeah, Concordia looking a little more calm in these first couple minutes, but there are a couple miscommunications on passes, a giveaway turning into a really great chance for the X-Women.
Face off to Verbeek's left. Centering pass now as the puck is loose, and Leahy again tried to reach it. Could not. It's up in the air, knocked down by the glove hand of Kosowski. Lothian from the point scores! Mackenzie Lothian, first blood to the X-Women. It's 1-0.
Yeah, that'll get STFX fired up as that one sneaks through Verbeek. Not sure she saw it through traffic. A little bit of a floater that finds its way to the back of the net.
The shot from the point after the face-off win. X had a couple of good chances in the goal mouth, but it's Mackenzie Lothian, the Alliston, Ontario native, former Mississauga Hurricane, second team All-Canadian. A great season from the point for X.
Lothian's family sitting right here in front of the broadcasting booth. Grandma Lothian absolutely fired up at that goal. That's great to see, family traveling and watching these athletes perform at their best.
So X on the board first here. Concordia playing from behind once again. This is going to be icing, but it's waved off because Lucier beat it out in behind the net as Pierce tries to clear the zone, cannot. Filbert's shot from the point. That one off the shin pad of two X-Women in front. Couldn't clear the zone now. Another shot comes through. Lavoie couldn't hit the net. X under siege now as Concordia tries to bounce back. Drapeau centering pass. Lavoie couldn't get a shot towards the net. She fanned on it. And finally, Taya Pierce is going to clear the zone. Caron dropped her stick, was forced to just put the body in, and she's going to take a penalty for that. Beatrice Caron, a second-year early childhood education major, was under some duress there as she dropped her stick and had to just take the body. She's going to get penalized for it.
This is a great start here for STFX this second period. Getting a goal right off the bat, an opportunity on the power play, and it's all just coming from speed on the outside and getting pucks to the net. And we'll see what they can do here with this power play opportunity.
McCara at the line. Cross-eyes Lothian. Moses scores! Oh, what a play! Lothian, the scene feed. Taryn Moses makes it 2-0 STFX.
Yeah, a little bit of a mistake there, I think, on the Concordia penalty kill. Is that is one pass on the power play you do not want to let up, as they're able to find the seam and just a nice one-timer from the top of the circle there to put STFX X-Women up by 2.
Wasted little time, did X, and they've got 2 goals in the first 3 minutes and change here in the second period. The defending champions maybe on the ropes a little bit here. They're going to have to try to regroup as McCoskey fires it back into the offensive zone, and Ireland McCloskey will go on the forecheck.
Yeah, these short format tournaments, such momentum is so key, and for STFX to be able to come in and get those 2 goals right off the bat, this is a tough hill now to climb for Concordia as they need to get that momentum back, put some pucks in the net.
Off the glass, McCloskey beats out the icing. tries to center it there. Now she's taken down heavy. Another penalty coming to Concordia as the speed of Ireland McCloskey, another Ontarian, the Barrie native, the former Barrie Junior Shark, will draw the penalty. It's, I believe, Leah Kosowski that will be penalized. And right back to the power play go the X-Women.
So this is exactly what Concordia can't do. As emotion starts to run high, you start to get back on your heels. You need to start pushing instead of taking penalties and staying in the box, as that's not a great way to build back momentum, and you give this hot St. FX team another chance.
Power play goal already this period. Switzer back to the line. Switzer gets it back. Into the corner, Pitts. Pitts has it stripped from her, and Leonie Filbert is going to clear it to center ice. Lothian, a goal and an assist already this period. Moses under duress as Concordia tries to generate something shorthanded. Moses turns away from pressure and leaves it for Lothian. Drapeau on her, and Lothian back behind the net. Will get it back. X having trouble breaking out of their own zone here. Finally, Pierce will just shoot it in cross corner. Unable to reach it there, Camden Switzer. Boyer to clear, but knocked down. And the shot comes through, but not to the goal, as Switzer couldn't get it all the way to Verbeek, and the Stingers are able to clear. Brie McPherson, a bit of a dangerous pass. Richard, though, couldn't keep it in. Offside's the call. She doesn't like it, but Concordia with a really effective first minute and 6 seconds of this penalty kill.
Yeah, St. FX has to be careful here to really try and keep the foot down. Game is in their hands, and they need to make sure they're not letting this Concordia team build momentum, whether that's a really good penalty kill or just getting some prolonged pressure in the St. FX zone.
Perry in over the line. McCloskey tries to get to the puck first. Richard cut her off, but McCloskey steals it. X back in control. Kaya Moses at the line. McPherson near side. Tried that seam pass once again. McCara couldn't reach it. It was deflected before it reached her. Now McCloskey. McCara tries to leave it for Moses, but Moses had cut to the center of the ice and has to retreat now as X is in some trouble. McPherson, under duress, does a good job to just lift the stick of Bettier on the penalty kill. Otherwise, it could have been a 2-on-1 down low. 9 seconds left in the X power play. Perry's going to drift it in. Filbert behind her own net. That'll just about do it for the advantage. Concordia bounces back with a kill. And Parent can't gain the zone. Leonie Filbert is going to rip it right back in. Into the feet of Hassman. Garnett's going to get control at center ice. Hinch makes a move and steps through some traffic to gain the blue line. Hinch back to the line. Garnett tried to just chop it on for Joyce. Now maybe a lead pass chance, but it's off the boards. Lavoie is down the ice and nearly got to the puck first, but it's covered up by Bianca Zach, who really hasn't had much to do here in this first 6 minutes and change of the second period.
Yeah, a really great start here, as we mentioned, for St. FX. Tough back-to-back goals there for Beek after a really solid start to this game, and that's just something mentally that can be very tough for a goalie to bounce back from. So we'll see how she can fare in the rest of this game as Concordia tries to build a comeback.
Officials talking things over with associate coach Carolyn Willett over in the Concordia bench. Now a centering feed there. The rebound, they score! Jessima Drapeau cuts the lead in half. Off the face-off, the first shot in the centering feed from Lucier. Drapeau counts for the Stingers. It's 2-1.
Yeah, that is exactly what Concordia needed right now, as that puts it at only a 1-goal game, as they're able to tuck a little rebound and break the wall that has been Bianca's act.
Yeah, the centering feed kind of bounced away, and Zach had tracked it to the center of the ice. Drapeau was right there on the near side post. And Jessima Drapeau gets the Stingers on the board. Lucier has it again and will try to find Drapeau, but it's too far. Icing is the call against the Stingers. You knew that the defending champions were not going to be easily swayed away from their game plan despite giving up 2 goals. They're the class of the country last year for a reason.
Yeah, absolutely. A quick goal like that, exactly what they needed, and I don't think there was a doubt they'd get one eventually. Scoring just over 4 goals a game would be pretty rare to not see one from these Stingers.
Landon Pitts deflects it on in. Richard can't control it. Back to the line. McPherson tipped in front, but not on goal as Camden Switzer tried to get a stick on it. Still behind the net. Camille Richard starts the play up for the Stingers, but it's too far for Drapeau. Pitts rips it off the sideboards, now gets it back after it hit the official skate. But stepping up here is Caron. Caron still with it. Her shot stopped. Quick whistle. Benefits X there as the point shot from Beatrice Caron was unable to be corralled by Bianca Zach, but the quick whistle bails out St. FX.
Yeah, Zach doing what every goalie coach in the nation would tell their goalies to do. If you think you have it, freeze. Because that's a sign to the ref that that play is ready to be whistled done and it's covered up, and they're trying to protect these goalies. So a quick whistle, but both parties doing what they should.
Off the draw, Boyer couldn't get it towards the net. X to clear once again, high off the glass. Can McCloskey win out the icing? She can. Once again, the speed of Ireland McCloskey. She's taken down behind the net. Stepping up to keep that puck in was Hinch. McCloskey can't find it. Forecheck heavily coming now from St. FX once again. McCara. Anna McCara tries to find it in the sideboards. McCara lost her twigs, just going to go for a change. X will make it a wholesale forward line change. Now Moquin-Joubert. Cross ice dump in as Concordia gets a change as well. Far side, Vivian Hinch couldn't find it in her feet. Concordia keeps it in. Now Philbert, one touch pass. Oh, Stathis was on the doorstep, but she couldn't get it towards the net. What a play that was by Leonie Philbert to fake the shot and go back door. Might have faked out Stathis though because she couldn't get a stick on it. Wide open side of the cage. Hassman now keeps it in for St. FX. Hassman centering feed, and Philbert a great defensive play to knock that away. Leonie Philbert has been as advertised here in the first 29 minutes or so of this game. Back to the line it comes. Lothian gets it back now from Moses. Lothian, little fake and couldn't get the shot towards net. Concordia takes it away, and now Furlong through center ice. Gains the line, Furlong going wide. High rising shot. Off the glass and all the way out the other way. Here's a race for it. Smith. Smith in behind the net for St. FX. Leaves it for Grace Gagne. Down and off the line and hacked towards the net by Taryn Moses. Save made by Verbeek.
More back and forth action now. We see the physicality picking up along the boards, especially not afraid to finish hits right now to make that St. FX way of keeping their momentum and keeping the pressure on Concordia as they really settle into that gameplay, trying to keep high pressure on this skilled Concordia team.
Off the draw and in behind the net. Thibault will skate it out of harm's way. On ahead for Lucier. Lucier with Drapeau heading to the front of the net. Drapeau now in behind the goal. Concordia goal scorer. Sent it in front to the slot, but no further. Boyer is going to try to drift it back in for the Stingers. Lothian and Moses in their own zone. Will be familiar with those two names on the back end by the end of the night. Here's Pitts, maybe a 2-on-1 if they hurry. Pitts in front, Pierce. Pierce's shot stopped. Rebound was there momentarily, but swept away by Verbeek. Pitts, Concordia trying to clear the zone now, under siege a little bit. Back and forth we go. A long shot from the point by Kaya Moses is wide of the net. Drapeau, McCloskey stole the puck from her. Drapeau as McCloskey is dumped in the corner. Puck comes to the middle of the ice. And Boye is able to take it out of harm's way. Play it off the sideboards. Now, 2X. We're in behind the play. Neither could get the puck, though, as McCloskey's going to find it behind the net. Nearly a 2-on-0 break. It was dumped back in. Concordia will now skate it out to center ice. Goudreau crisscrosses to the high slot. Tipped in front, just wide. Wraparound try, they score!
Yeah, a little bit of a broken play on that one. Bianca Zach not happy as it bounces behind the net. Concordia able to scoop that one and tuck it in to bring this game back to 2-2.
Megan Bureau-Gagnon wraparound. As you're right, Smitty, the broken play kind of gets X off the coverage. And the fourth-year therapeutic rec student out of Sherbrooke, Quebec, Megan Bureau-Gagnon, 22 points in the regular season, has a big goal here to get X and Concordia back to square one. The Stingers, 2 straight goals, and we are all even again. A big-time play. The wherewithal from Bureau-Gagnon there to stuff the wraparound after the bit of a broken play.
Absolutely.
And Concordia's fans are appreciative of the effort.
Exactly what Concordia needed here. 2 of their top goal scorers in the regular season stepping up to put this team back into this game.
Philbert walks the line as the Stingers look for more. It's poked out and now a race for it. Hinch is going to fire it on goal. She's going to take the penalty, though. Vivian Hinch, a little too aggressive on the forecheck, had a chance, but she will take a penalty, and Concordia, having just equalized, they will go back to the power play. When we come back, it'll be a Stingers advantage after they equalize. You're watching U Sports on CBC. CBC Sports is home of the University Sports in Canada. Watch the gold medal game of the 2025 Women's Hockey Championship Sunday at 6 p.m. Eastern on CBC Gem and CBCSports.ca. U Sports on CBC. Champions are made here. Back to the power play. Adam McGuire and Amanda Smith with you here are the Stingers. Philbert gets it back at the line as Concordia has just equalized. Lavoie, one-timer deflects, doesn't get through. Now the Stingers looking for their first lead. Kept in by Lavoie. Emily Lavoie. Now Philbert gets the feedback. One-timer. Drapeau scores! It squeezes through Bianca Zach. 3 straight from the Stingers. 2 from Jessima Duke-Drapeau. It's 3-2 Concordia.
Exact same scenarios playing out in this period for both teams. Start the period, STFX with 2 quick goals, Concordia taking a penalty, and then Concordia with 2 quick goals, STFX taking a penalty. And the difference here, Adam, is that Concordia power play that has been so good all year now puts Concordia ahead 3-2.
Very important 3rd goal for the Stingers here. A goalless first period, and Smitty anything but here. Now Concordia looking for some more. A shot just wide. Emily Lavoie took it to the net front. in behind the net. Back to the line it comes now. Richard tries to make a move. Turned over, and now maybe a chance for X. Cameron Leahy, one-on-one. Leahy in front off a leg and wide. Good recovery there from Camille Richard to make sure that it wasn't a break for Leahy.
3 goals here from Concordia in about 5 minutes. We'll see how St. FX can bounce back from this. Zach especially mentioned the same thing about Verbeek. But now with 3 back on Zach, hopefully she can get back to that first game and a half mode she was in.
Centering pass to the high slot. No one was there. Joyce walks. Joyce's shot wide. Off the end boards, the shot off the crossbar. From our angle, that looked like that might have squeaked in short side on Verbeek. And St. FX's bench, not sure about that one either. I think it hit the crossbar. We maybe saw the net bulge there, Smitty. Maybe it was the stick of Verbeek trying to get the blocker up. Or maybe it was the puck.
Definitely came far down, but maybe just that right angle to come far down and out. Has a nice bounce there to keep this game at 3-2 for Concordia.
Koski turns it over from the Stingers at the line and will dump it in wide of the net. Off the bench, Pitts swings it towards the goal mouth. Into the near side corner, Philbert. Philbert, knocked down by Lucier. Emily Lucier tried to center it in front. Great play by Taryn Moses to break that pass up. Lucier with it again in the corner. Has her time and space taken away. Thibault tries to one-hand it towards the goal. X is going to skate it out at center ice though. Camden Switzer. Stittsville, Ontario native Switzer in behind the net. Buried there. Switzer's going to try to get the puck back on the forecheck. Knocks Robinson off stride. It's to the line. Rister doesn't get through from Taryn Moses. Leonie Philbert carefully in front of her own net. Drapeau, 2 goals already this afternoon. Her last one on the power play gave Concordia the lead. Lothian now will retreat behind her own net to allow St. FX to set up the breakout they would like. Lothian up ahead. Bree McPherson couldn't handle it. It's dumped right back down into the X territory. Lothian with it again. Carefully now, Mackenzie Lothian. Puck hopped, but it's right to Gagne. Gagne! Oh, she tried to go short side and hit the outside of the post. End-to-end action here. X tries to get it back. McPherson tried to pinball it towards the front of the net. Callie Haspin now. She's in behind the net. Puck support comes. Cameron Leahy. Leahy tries to drag it to the net mouth. Leahy in behind the net, centering pass, but it's going to split both XD and go all the way out to center ice. Moss will gather it there.
Good job by St. FX here, really bringing it back into the Concordia and some really good chances. And maybe they can capitalize here to bring this game even before heading to that third period.
Beatrice Caron under duress. Near side corner now. Perry couldn't settle it down. Perry's going to grab it now, though. In behind the net, Perry. Off the line, a shot from Joyce was blocked. X back out at center ice. Perry's got a chip and chase, but delayed offside here for X. They're going to have to clear the zone. That gives Concordia some time. Kasowski.
Yeah,
flipped on by Moquin Joubert. Pardon me, Smitty.
One of those tough rinks where your bench door is actually inside the zone because we see these big end zones. So really tough when you're trying to change after a puck gets flipped out to have to try and get everyone either to wait or to get onside before you bring in that next rush.
Offside is the call at the Stingers blue line. 3:13 to play here in the second period. Offensive explosion in the first 2/3 of the frame. Pitts. Back come the X-Women. McCara's shot wide of the net. Lothian down low for Pitts. Pitts tries to spin it. Pitts centering pass. McCara couldn't get a shot away. Down and off the line was Moses. Moses has it in her feet. Pokes it on ahead for Lothian. There too was Pierce. Pierce is going to be the one that grabs the puck, but she's into the sideboards. Now Bureau Gagnon has to turn away from Pitts. Lavoie through the neutral zone. On ahead for Rice. She'll leave it into the X zone and then go for a change. That allows St. FX to clear. Camden Switzer. Pushed back once again, Switzer. Switzer leaves. Taryn Moses. At center ice. Back in on the attack. Drapeau makes a move. Drapeau scores! Unbelievable goal! Her third of the afternoon. Jessie Maud Drapeau. It's 4-2 Stingers.
Absolutely beautiful goal there. As Drapeau takes that through about 2 to 3 X-Women defenders and is able to tuck it up under the bar, short side on Zach. And that's exactly how Concordia is an above 4 goals a game scoring team, is they just have so much offensive talent that can pull something out of nothing, like Drapeau did there.
4 unanswered from the defending champs, 3 from Jessie Maud Drapeau, as Concordia now has a 2-goal lead in the waning moments. They're going to try to add to it. Centering pass. Unable to get a shot away there was Bettier. Chipped on in by Leahy. Cameron Leahy will chase. Garnett is there too, but it's played away from her, and Lexi Bettier is up on the right wing side with speed. Cut off by Hassman. At the line. And now Garnett through the neutral zone. It's chipped in. Kasowski gave that puck away. McCloskey steals behind the net. Couldn't find a passing lane out front, so McCloskey, nice little floater here to Hinch. Hinch makes a move. Hinch in on goal. She couldn't get a shot away. Her stick was lifted as we're under a minute to play here in period number 2.
Yeah, St. FX not backing down yet as they still continue to bring offensive pressure despite 4 unanswered goals.
Kasowski drifts it in, and play is called. And after the fact from the Concordia side of the ice, a hat comes onto the ice for Jessie Maud Drapeau.
Maybe a little late realizing that Drapeau scored all 3 of those Stinger goals, but almost tripping up the linesman there in the process of the toque toss.
Much appreciated, I'm sure, from Drapeau and the Concordia bench. A big second period.
Yeah, both teams trading about 7 minutes of dominance, and Concordia just scoring 2 extra goals in their 7 minutes. But besides those chunks of time, really, we're still in an even game. Shots on goal, 19-18 for Concordia. We're seeing action at both sides of the ice, and it's really going to come down to who can put more pucks in the net.
Icing the call here against Concordia, 23.3 seconds. And boy, Smitty, wouldn't St. FX love to find a goal here? That would change the entire complexion of the intermission. Philbert, though, puck in her hands. Pitts is able to steal, but Philbert muscles it out up ahead for Bureau Gagnon. At center ice, 10 seconds remain in the period. Now Rice with it. She will flip it back in. Penalty coming up here. Both officials have their hands up. It's going to go against X here at the buzzer. And some words being exchanged in behind the play. Penalty is going to go to St. FX, and I think it's Lothian who will be penalized. Penalty is going to go to Lothian at the 20-minute mark, but what a 20 minutes it was. St. FX scoring twice right away, but then 4 unanswered from the Concordia Stingers. That's 4-2. in quarterfinal number 1 of the 2025 Miller Waste U Sports Women's Hockey Championship.
Yeah, what an exciting period. 6 goals between these two teams, a few beautiful ones at that. And this just speaks to the level of these athletes and the skill in this tournament. And momentum swings back and forth, but no one backing out quite yet. Still anyone's game. You can see these goals coming fast and in chunks. Who knows what comes at the beginning of the third.
That second period owned by Jessima Drapeau and the Concordia Stingers. The hat trick in the second period for Drapeau, including the last 2 Stingers goals that gave them the lead.
I'm with head coach of the Concordia Stingers, Julie Chu. Coach, what a comeback. You're down 2-0 at the beginning of the period, then doubled that score. What changed in those few minutes?
You know, I think for us, we're always trying to focus on the moment. Obviously, STFX is a great team. They pushed us hard. So for us on the bench, when we went down 2-0, it was, okay, there's lots of time on the clock. Let's take it one shift at a time. Can we go back to our details, win some battles? And so we were able to do that and start to claw our way back.
What are you focused on in the third?
One shift at a time. I think, again, whatever the score is, it doesn't really matter until the final buzzer. So we're going to go in, we're going to look at some video, we're going to debrief, but making sure that we reset and we know that, you know, our details of the game and that full effort is going to be important. So we got to play a great 20 minutes.
Thanks, Coach. Thank you. Back to you.
Concordia Stingers, 4 goals, 4 unanswered to take a 4-2 lead into the third period. You're watching U Sports on CBC.
We are athletes. Do you know what Husky athletes are made of? Determination.
Hustle.
Resilience.
We're part of a team and a community.
We work hard for every goal and every grade. Do you know what Husky athletes become? Pharmacists, teachers, professionals, Olympians.
When you invest in student athletes, you invest in the future.
When you elevate her, you elevate the game.
Watch women win.
Everyone watches Husky women's sports. See her,
be her.
This is a call to empower, to unite, and to celebrate the bold in all their glory. It's time to own the ice. Are you ready?
No way! Thank you. Are you serious? Merci, wow. I can't believe I won. It's crazy. Oh, that's great to hear. I just love the game, and I'm just so thankful.
Where exceptional student athletes are born, where records are broken, where great plays are made, where school colors ignite passion, where champions prevail, where tradition is celebrated, Ontario University Athletics.
Hey U Sports fans, check out shop.usports.ca for this week's promotional item from the Nike Team Collection. Visitez le shop.usport.ca pour en profiter de la promotion de la semaine de la collection Nike Team.
Welcome back to the 2025 U Sports Women's Hockey Championships brought to you by Miller Waste. An amazing game so far this afternoon. STFX going up 2-0 in the early minutes of the second period. Concordia Concordia storming back with 4 unanswered. Drapeau with 3 goals within about 7 minutes to put Concordia up 4-2. 2 teams, the 4-5 seed. We expected a good matchup today, but maybe one not so close. St. FX really bringing the pressure onto this Concordia team in a way that maybe even Concordia didn't expect. We'll sit tight here as we wait for this third period. Anything can happen. We've seen these goals come in chunks. Again, St. FX scoring 2 within about 3 minutes of each other. Concordia scoring 4 in about 7. We've seen these two teams have a lot of great opportunities, both scoring some nice skilled goals as well as some great defensive plays and great saves from both goaltenders, Verbeek and Zach, as they try and keep these games as close as possible. But really, we're just seeing the best women's hockey has to offer in Canada right now as these student athletes go head to head, and we see the skill in this tournament just get better and better every single year. And we're going to take it now to a player profile. We'll sit down with a UNB Red.
I'm from a small town in Ontario, Sault Ste. Marie. Grew up playing hockey from, almost the time I could walk, and it's a family pastime. I have an older brother. My mom, dad are great. Everyone's in the family is so supportive. I like to think I'm an outgoing person. I work really hard, care about my teammates, my friends, girlfriend, parents, everyone. So I'm just a really attentive and caring guy, I think. And I like to have fun in doing whatever I'm doing, whether that be at the rink, something to have fun with at school, at the library, wherever it is. So I'm just always trying to enjoy myself, see the best in every situation, and have fun in my university years right now. Within Ontario, there's a few schools that try to recruit me, and there was all good options. There's so many good universities in Canada, and but then when UNB called, the first phone call, I knew it was a special place, both to get your degree, but also continue your trajectory as a hockey player. And it worked out just as planned. And as you know, that's not always the case, and throughout your life, things happen. Hockey Gives Blood is an initiative through Canadian Blood Services. Stu Middleton, he's based out in Western Canada. He kind of recruited me, amongst plenty of others across Canada, to join and be an ambassador for the program. So what it is pretty much is using our platforms, athletes. So starting in the CHL and the OHL, we kind of have notoriety within our communities. So kind of leveraging that to just promote awareness, promote people that, help, first of all, how easy it is to donate blood, how important it is, and to share stories of how it truly changes people's lives. I look back just personally on how I got where I am today, and there's so many people that helped me along the way. It starts with my parents, but it goes into, teachers, coaches, trainers, doctors, nurses, there's everyone. But as you go through your life, there's certain people that make a significant impact. And volunteering is something that a lot of people just misstep, and they don't give the credit it deserves, I don't think. So as young people, you kind of got to reflect, realize how you got where you are today, and just say, okay, well, I'm going to do my part now and kind of give back to the community. We're very lucky. Help somebody achieve their goals like people help me achieve mine. Find your passion and just give back. And we're super lucky to be in the position we are, to be able to play a sport and go to school. And it's just super important to give back, in my opinion.
Welcome back to the Woolwich Memorial Centre, the Dan Snyder Memorial Arena. St. FX with a big start to that second period with 2 quick goals, but Concordia, the defending national champs, asserting themselves with 4 consecutive goals. Mackenzie Lothian got X on the board, but now she'll have to try to...
Hey, changemakers. Change it up. Turn ideas into action. passion into purpose, and questions into real solutions. Because whatever path you choose, here, you'll make an impact and get ready to change the world. Make your change. Discover your story at Waterloo.
This is a call to empower, to unite, and to celebrate the bold in all their glory. It's time to own the ice. Are you ready?
Feel every hit, goal, and celebration as if you're standing right on the sideline, immersing you in the game like never before, bringing heart-pounding action directly to millions of fans. We deliver unparalleled simplicity and tailor-made digital broadcasting solutions crafted to make you feel every moment in a way like never before. Our passionate team ensures your message reaches audiences reliably every time. Proudly Canadian, we bring a touch of innovation and our passion to the world stage. ISI Live, be there.
Hey, you sports fans, check out shop.usports.ca for this week's promotional item from the Nike Team Collection. Visitez le shop.usport.ca pour en profiter de la promotion de la semaine de la collection Nike Team.
Oh, smoke, Messi! C'est pas aussi mauvais que la cigarette, ça?
C'est juste une vapoteuse.
Fais-toi pas d'illusions.
Vapoter, c'est jouer avec sa santé. Brise l'illusion.
At Miller Waste, we're proud to sponsor the 2025 U Sports Women's Hockey Championship. There is lots of trash talk on the ice. At Miller Waste, we talk trash every day. We serve over 2 million Ontario households weekly, transforming more than 175,000 metric tons of recyclables and organic waste into reusable resources. Proudly Canadian, family owned, always driving hard to the net. Let's make a difference. Game on.
U Sports on CBC, presented by les championnats U-Sport à Radio-Canada, une présentation du gouvernement du Canada, the Government of Canada, Nike, Fox 40, Veraburn Medical Supplies, Les Bagues Baron Rings, BioSteel, and by par les systèmes Miller Waste Systems.
Welcome back to lovely Woolwich Township, Elmira, Ontario, in the region of Waterloo. After 40 minutes of play, 4-2, the Concordia Stingers lead the STFX X-Women. My name's Adam McGuire, alongside McCaw Cup champion player and coach Amanda Smith. Smitty, the Concordia Stingers obviously didn't qualify here in the time they wanted to and the means they wanted to as the RSEQ finalists, but they're showing everybody in this second period why they are maybe the team to beat in this tournament. They gave up the first 2 goals, but then it was all Stingers, including 3 from Jesse Maldrapeau.
Yeah, absolutely. This Stingers team just has so many offensive weapons that can score goals when it counts. 2-time Coach of the Year, back-to-back these last 2 years. Julie Chu, really with some probably great messaging to her team midway through that second period, as we saw Concordia breathe new life after that penalty kill, after letting up 2 goals for STFX. So as we heard from Chu right before that second intermission, they're going to go back in there. They're going to revise their game plan again. They by no means think this game is over. So I think they'll come back out even stronger and more settled in this third.
Yeah, and they will start the third with a power play. Mackenzie Lothian took a penalty at the end of that second period. They do have a power play goal. It was that one you just saw. And Concordia will look to try to add to this lead. STFX, for them, they're facing an elimination from the championship bracket for the 3rd straight year in the quarterfinal game. And they're going to have to come out and try to balance this penalty kill for the first 2 minutes with their push for offense, because they know 2 goals aren't going to come past Jordan Verbeek very easily, but they also have to mine the next 2 minutes at least and take care of that high-flying power play of Concordia, 33% in the regular season. So we know that the Stingers will be searching for that 5th goal here in the power play to open up this third period.
Yeah, absolutely. And STFX only with 1 shorthanded goal this season, so maybe that's not in the cards for them here, but we saw it with Concordia as well. They had that great penalty kill where they didn't really give up a chance to STFX after they scored back-to-back goals. And if STFX can have a penalty kill similar to that here, they could build some momentum back, just an energy-wise on the bench.
Yeah, the kill will be big, and you see Ben Berthume giving the instructions right now to his X-Women. Julie Chu, obviously the same on the Concordia bench. Named yesterday the Coach of the Year for U Sports Women's Hockey for the 2nd straight year. As you mentioned, last year, an undefeated regular season for Concordia. They did drop a game in the playoffs. They did drop 2 games in the playoffs. Ottawa and Montreal beat them, but only in 1 game of the best of 3. This year they dropped the AUS final in 3 games to Bishops, who we'll see tomorrow in quarterfinal number 3. They'll take on UBC. It's a bit of a bracket upender this year, Smitty. The top 4 teams from last year, the 4 conference champions, are the conference finalists this year. Neither of the 4 won their conference this year. And we will see probably a bracket that is ripe for upsets across these first 4 quarterfinal games.
Yeah, absolutely. And as we see the women's game grow, we see more parallels between the leagues as Canadian teams start to keep that top talent in the country. And we've seen these teams get better and better over the year to a point where anything can happen in any of the leagues across the country, and especially in this U-Sport Championship tournament.
Back underway, period number 3. Dan Snyder Memorial Arena inside the Woolwich Memorial Centre. Given away now, Switzer shorthanded. Cameron Switzer shot just wide. Bettier was back to put the pressure on Switzer. She had to get the shot away quick. Stingers back on the attack. Far side, Moquin-Joubert. She turns back on the fresh ice. Philbert under duress. She's going to keep the puck alive, though. Now to the open wing. Lavoie fires it towards the net. It's blocked and cleared by one of the 2 goal scorers for STFX. Taryn Moses. She got the power play goal for X.
Yeah, Moses been all over the night tonight. A few nice plays on defense, taking away scoring chances, as well as you mentioned, Adam, that first goal scorer. So if STFX is going to make a comeback here, expect Moses to be a big part of it.
To the line, not out, kept in. Puck is loose. Little drop pass. Now Lucier's shot just wide. What a bang play that was in front of the net by the Stingers. Richard at the line. Boyer fakes the drop. Now her shot is stopped. Rebound is there. Stopped again. Getting post to post, Bianca Zach to shut down the rebound. Zoe Thibault couldn't get much on it. as 37 seconds remain here in the power play for Concordia.
Yeah, and that's Hinch taking a little bit of exception to an extra tap on goaltender Zach there, starting some extracurriculars in front of the net. And Adam, that's what makes Concordia so dangerous. We saw that last play. They can just move the puck into those open areas before you can even blink and try and reset your defense and get there. And that was a nice save there by Zach in front of the net.
Puck is firing around here in the Concordia offensive zone. Richard had it bobble on her. McPherson now in behind the net. Moses to clear high off the glass and kept in. Oh, what a play that was by Boyer. But now Moses is going to try to skate it on out. Has it stripped from her. Gagnon in front, stop. The rebound is deflected. What a back check there by McPherson. Now Richard, her shot high, deflected over the glass. Off the glass, pardon me. Lucier in the far side corner. Penalty is over. Back to the line. Alexandre Boyer. Now back, a shot. Knocked down. Lucier couldn't get it through, and X is able to clear the zone, but it's going to be icing here against STFX. Under siege, but STFX bending and not breaking early in the third.
Yeah, another really good penalty kill by STFX here. I think they're doing a great job blocking shots. We saw about 4 on that penalty kill alone, and really helping out their goaltender, Zach, getting in those shooting lanes, whether it's a stick or a body.
Far side face-off, clearing attempt. Hit the ankle of Mackenzie Lothian, but it's now out for Switzer. Tried to step around Robinson. Robinson cut her off, and Philbert in behind her own net. Reverses play there to Robinson. Lainey Joyce flicks it back in. Concordia is there. Philbert lost control, though. Stolen by Leahy, but she couldn't center the puck. Back for it, Emily Lavoie. Lavoie. On ahead, Drapeau. Drapeau drags. Drapeau fires stop. Rebound is there. Drapeau couldn't get a backhand away into the corner. Lost an edge to Jessima Drapeau. Skated out towards center ice by Callie Hassman, and Hassman rings it on in. Richard behind the net. Richard carefully through the middle of the ice. Bettier lost control. Perry stripped her of the puck. McCara will go cross ice. Vivian Hinch will rattle it in. Get a change for the X-Women. Winner of this quarterfinal will play the winner of the quarterfinal tonight between the top seed Alberta Pandas and the host and OUA finalist Waterloo Warriors. That'll be the Saturday semifinal at 4 o'clock. In the second of 4 quarterfinals here at the 2025 Miller Waste U Sports Women's Hockey Championship, McCloskey at center ice on to Perry. Perry couldn't get anything going in the offensive zone, and now Concordia's experience in their own zone is really starting to shine through. X unable to really sustain anything in the offensive territory. Courtney Rice, the Cambridge native, flips it on in. Carruthers touches that, but from the wrong side of center. Icing is the call against X.
Yeah, Concordia coming out in this third period looking very settled and very much like Concordia usually does. STFX having trouble doing what they were doing the first 2 periods of this game, which was getting pucks deep and keeping sustained pressure on those Concordia D. And we're seeing the ice look a little bit more tilted in this third.
Back to the line, Lucier keeps it in. Wrister deflected, didn't miss by much on the far side. Stolen back by Concordia, and Lucier tries to send it towards the front of the net. Bureau Gagnon couldn't reach it. Poked on ahead, Philbert. She's in deep, and now Moses is going to lead the rush. Off the back end. Moses gains the line, but swept off her stick neatly there by Annie Robinson. Thibault will flick it in and go for a change. Richard in front of her own bench. On ahead, Goudreau. Goudreau to the backhand. Goudreau sweeps it on goal. Zach with the save. Goudreau with it again behind the goal line. Emily Lavoie centering pass, but it was deflected back to the point. Now a hard shot from the line. Koskowski rips it high and wide. Leah Kozowski had eyes for the net there. Switzer back the other way. Her shot stopped. Verbeek spilled the rebound into the slot, but only Stingers were there. Stathis has it knocked past her. Richard follows up on the play, though, and gains the line. Richard goes wide on the left wing side. Still with it, wraparound try, cut off on the far side post. Vivian Hinch met her there. Bettier's upended as the Stingers change in the offensive zone. Finally skated out by Vivian Hinch at center ice, and she's got some speed. Hinch cuts, is cut off before she can get to the goal mouth. Gives a little shove there as she goes by to Rosalie Parent. Joyce holds the line for St. FX. Forecheck comes for the X-Women now. Tied up in the far side corner. Caron had her forward covered. Bounces out to Leahy. Couldn't get it to the forehand. Instead, it's swept out to center ice. Concordia appreciative of the effort to clear the zone and the most sustained offensive zone time by St. FX in this third period. Here's Perry back in on the attack. Perry, Moss, high shot. Hits a shoulder and goes over the net. Now sharp angle jam play. Verbeek had it shut down with the traffic piling up to Verbeek's right. That was Anna McCara who was trying to jam it in short side off the deflection from the end board glass. McCara with it now behind the net will go back to the point. McPherson. McCara shakes a check, makes a move. McCara, oh, the puck rolled on her. Now a shot stopped by Verbeek and held for a face-off as Concordia weathers the pushback from St. FX.
St. FX, really nice possession there. We've seen it throughout this game, St. FX using their speed, cutting through the middle, cutting to the outside. And I think that's going to be key for them here, is to try and get around those sizable defenders on Concordia's end that maybe don't have the feet that some of these smaller St. FX forwards do, and that could be a real key here for them.
Pitts couldn't keep that one alive, and now maybe a 2-on-1. Drapeau with Lucier. Drapeau, Lucier backhand scores! It was only a matter of time before Amélie Lucier found the back of the net. A gorgeous 2-on-1 of the backhand. Concordia leads 5-2.
Lucier looking to add to her accolades this year with a FISU silver medal, a first team All-Star award, third overall in U Sports points, second overall in goals, has just been an absolute weapon for this Concordia offense this year. And that's just a beautifully executed 2-on-1 that leads to a puck in the back of the net for these Stingers.
Drapeau and Lucier all year for the Stingers. They combined for 29 goals in their 21 regular season games. And they've got 4 of the 5 here this afternoon as Concordia extends its lead as it looks to punch the ticket to the national semifinal on Saturday afternoon. Pitts will fling it back in. A funny bounce off the stanchion. Carefully played there by Verbeek. On ahead, Christina Stathis. Stathis goes in behind the net. Now Goudreau steps in. Caron in her feet. To the net front and cut off there by Vivian Hinch. That last goal maybe has taken a little bit out of St. FX. Hinch is going to try to ignite it again. A little drop there, but it was too far for Claire Carruthers. To the line, but not out. Kept in by Moss. Now McCloskey, Carruthers tried to be open in front for McCloskey's pass, but it was intercepted and it bounces right to Verbeek.
Verbeek, 11-0 on the season. You sometimes worry about a team or a player that hasn't faced much resilience, hasn't faced a lot of losses to have to bounce back from, but gave some concerns maybe about this Concordia team after going down 2-0, but obviously not a problem with this team as they're able to overcome a little bit of adversity here to show they're capable of it.
To the line and out at center ice, Ashlyn Garnett. Tries to carry in, and now it's sent back the other way. Icing the call here against Concordia. Stinger bench thought there could have been a penalty there too, as I believe it was Zoe Thibault that was dumped in front of their bench.
A little quieter in this building now as the game gets a little bit farther apart, and we lose the school day kids to their buses home.
Quieting down a little bit here. StFX did a good job of getting the crowd into it in that second period, but the Stingers, 5 straight goals, have really taken the wind out of the sails of the X-Women, the AUS champions. Turned over now in the offensive zone. Stathis leaves it there for Lavoie. Lavoie to the line, Richard. On to the far side, Kosowski. Shot doesn't get through. It was cut off and blocked by Mackenzie Lothian. And icing once again the call against StFX.
Yeah, the game far from over. If StFX can find a little bit of momentum here, as we mentioned earlier, Concordia sometimes players in those high-scoring games where they're getting wins 5-4, 6-5. So if StFX can find a little bit of fire in the last 10 minutes of this game, by no means can you count out scoring 3 goals in a row, as we already have seen it in this game.
Moquin Joubert on the far side. Puck pinned on the half wall. Concordia tries to dig it out. Lexi Bettier has the puck. Won it from the scrum of the feet. Moquin Joubert back to the line. One-time shot, a high riser from Alexandra Amboye. Nakara on to Moses. Moses off the sideboards. It's going to be shot in there by X as they go for a change. That was Ireland McCloskey. Dumped back into the X zone. Lainey Joyce reverses the flow of play. Carruthers looks to break it out through center ice. Cut off by Concordia. Philbert backhands it in. Joyce with Lucier on her. Thibault is there as well, but rescuing the puck is Taya Pierce. On to Carruthers. Claire Carruthers. Cut off once again at the line. Robinson stood up Carruthers at the line. That's been the theme so far here of period number 3. No real zone time for X, save for that one shift about 4 minutes ago. Carruthers tries to make a move and again stood up in the neutral zone, and Stathis flips it on back in. Kaya Moss to the far side to her partner McPherson. Bree McPherson, former Northern Subway Select, a program that's fed a lot of the AUS teams, including StFX. Back in on goal for Bianca Zach, and she will freeze for a face-off.
Yeah, don't expect Concordia to let up on this, as goal differential can come down as a tiebreaker in this tournament. So 3 goals now, but any goal they can get will matter.
You're watching U Sports on CBC.
Le sport en direct sur ICTout.tv. 100% énergie. 100% gratuit. Votre meilleur plan de match pour voir des performances exceptionnelles sur l'appareil de votre choix. C'est ICTout.tv.
This is a call to empower, to unite, and to celebrate the bold in all their glory. It's time to own the ice. Are you ready?
Go back to the Woolwich Memorial Centre. Concordia and StFX, the Stingers, lead 5-2. national quarterfinal number 1. Back on the attack and centering that pass wide of the net was Courtney Rice, being dumped in front. Naomi Goudreau, she's slow to her feet, but back on the ice now, and this is Goudreau. Tries to go lead pass, but it's cut off by Lothian. Lothian wrister, that was a hot shot. Fought off by the blocking hand of Verbeek. McCara spun it back down low. Too far, though, for the intended recipient, McCloskey. Now McCloskey jam play. 2 shots. Verbeek was down, and it didn't get through. That close for Ireland McCloskey. Lothian's back in her own zone to pick it up.
A little bit of a scramble play there. I'm not sure McCloskey or Verbeek knew where that one was, but good job by Verbeek just covering up the bottom half of the net there.
Verbeek sprawled out. She's had a solid night. Afternoon, I should say, has Jordan Verbeek. As a stoppage in the near side corner with the puck pinned along the end boards. We creep towards miracle time here for St. FX. You would think, Smitty, if they really have plans on getting back into this game, they're going to have to try to score here in the next minute and a half or 2. You'd love to be down 2 with about 4.5 or 5 to go.
And here might be their first chances. It looks like Concordia is going to go to the box on a hooking call.
Extra attacker on, delayed call, shot from the point, wide of the net from Vivian Hinch. And finally touched up by the Stingers. St. FX is going back to the power play.
And this here, Adam, might be go time for St. FX if they want to get back into this game. They're going to need maybe even an early goal on this power play opportunity. They have 1 power play goal already on the night, hoping to add to that tally.
Yep, they will need to do so if they want to get back into this game.
Looks like St. FX is going to look for a timeout as they share the same sentiment as we do on needing a goal here on this power play. The coveted only timeout of the game will be used here to try and formulate a game plan.
And Smitty, I'll get you to put your coaching hat on here while St. FX takes the timeout. There's just over 7 minutes to play. You're down 3. You've got the power play. Do you try to be super aggressive with your goaltender and take the goaltender out for the 6-on-4 momentarily, and then try to get that goaltender back in for a moment or 2 if you don't score before you pull again later in the period?
For this 2 minutes, you keep your goalie in the net. A little risky when the other team has the opportunity to clear. And we saw earlier this game that St. FX was a little bit stronger on that one-woman advantage than they were on the 2 women. So I think here you keep the goalie in that net. You don't let this lead get any worse. And again, something that's critical in this tournament can be that goal differential. So 1 goal for Concordia or 1 goal against St. FX could be a difference maker and a much-needed tiebreaker.
So to the power play, X goes. Camille Richard penalized.
And Adam, it looks like they have taken your strategy. Zach on the bench, going for a 6-on-4 attack here to try and pop one in the net. Probably explains the timeout so that they could go over that kind of rare 6-on-4 opportunity.
Yeah, 6-on-4. X is trying to throw the Hail Mary.
Looks like the clock might have been started a little bit late there.
Yeah, issue with the clock. They will fix things. Penalty is not yet back on the clock. Just the first 3 seconds, maybe 4, ticked away.
We'll see how late they were starting the clock and where we'll get that penalty down to. Looks like 7 seconds, maybe 3 seconds extra St. FX might have had there if that hadn't been caught by the coaching staff of the Stingers.
Yeah, they're trying to fix the time left on the penalty. Yeah, 4 seconds left, gone, in that penalty. A minute 56 on the power play. X wins the draw once again, and Perry in behind the net. Alexis Perry, 6-on-4 for St. FX. Moses, Lothian, McCloskey, her shot, high riser, didn't miss on the blocker side by much. Down low, Perry. Perry swings wide. Back to the line it comes Lothian. Mackenzie Lothian, wrister deflected. Stopped by Verbeek again. Camden Switzer on the doorstep. To the far side. Concordia can't clear, but they're doing a good job keeping X away from the front of the net. Pinned along those sideboards. 3 Stingers there. Great penalty killing from Concordia, Smitty, as they are playing the clock game to perfection.
Yeah, they're able to keep all 6 of St. FX's players on the outside here. Definitely a different look on the power play for St. FX than they would usually have. But yeah, great job here by the Concordia penalty kill, making a stand to hold that lead at 3.
1:10 left in the power play. Stingers win the draw. That was Thibault that won the face-off, and now shorthanded Lucier on the attack with the empty net. Moses cut her off, though, and got back to the puck first. Thibault's going to put the pressure on and nearly cause the turnover. Thibault does now. Oh, and what a stop from Lothian. Coming across with the nice skate save. That's kind of the way you and I were taught how to play goal, Smitty. Not so much in the playbook today, but Lothian will take it. Cross ice, Pierce now. Gains the line. Tries to center it off a skate and back out to the neutral zone. X has to circle back at center ice. Garnett in the feet of Taya Pierce. She'll gain the line now. Drop for McCara. Go cross ice for McCloskey. McCloskey gloves it down. McCloskey too far for Taryn Moses. Now she'll go cross ice for Lothian. Lothian shot. Wrister stopped by Verbeek. Jordan Verbeek's got it.
Yeah, nice save there by Verbeek through traffic. As she's made a great bounce back after letting in those 2 back-to-back goals. That can really get in a goalie's head, but she's stood strong since then, stopping everything St. FX has put on her.
.11 seconds left in the St. FX power play. Off the draw, scramble in front. Pitts drops it to the line. Moss now. Moss's wrister blocked. Philbert got a stick on that. And then a great job by Philbert to try to clear the zone. Wasn't able to do so, but the rest of the penalty now over. Richard back on the ice. 6-on-5 now as X looks for the equalizer. Another block on a would-be centering pass by the Stingers. Trying to go into the high slot is Alexis Perry. She's checked away. Moss plays it down low. Richard is there, can't find the puck. Back to the line, Moss. Kaya Moss. Wrister, that one's wide. McCloskey tried to get out of the way, but it was wide of the net. X has to change now, one at a time in the offensive zone. Ireland McCloskey to Camden Switzer. Switzer, wrister deflected and stopped again by Verbeek.
That's a great save there by Verbeek as that gets deflected right in front. Not very often you see those hit off the goalie, but she's able to react to that right in front of her and make a very nice save. The Concordia defense doing a great job keeping people out of her space. Once the save comes through, they're clearing out bodies very effectively, letting Verbeek get eyes on those pucks.
X wins the draw once again. Still with the extra attacker. Wrister wide of the net from Lothian. Centering pass now as the puck was hacked off the back of the net. No one was there for the X-Women. Camden Switzer. Switzer's shot stopped. Rebound was there momentarily. Puck still loose. And the Stingers skated out of harm's way. Taryn Moses pulls up. Garnett is there now on the half wall. Pushed along is Garnett. Puck stays alive though. Switzer's shot blocked. Lavoie couldn't clear the zone, but now it's cleared. Ripped down the ice by Kozowski, icing the call against the Stingers.
Yeah, this is a really great last 7 minute or so push by the STFX X-Women, but might come down to be, likely to come down to be a little bit too late from their offensive squad.
Under 4 to play. X still needs 3. Moses. Lothian. Wrister. Oh, fought off by Verbeek. Nearly a deflection on the near side. Kept in at the line momentarily by Moses, but Drapeau, the hero so far this evening, is able to clear the zone. Only for a moment. Back on the attack, X. Wrister from the sharp angle. Ashlyn Garnett flipped it towards the net, but Verbeek's got it.
Yeah, an onslaught of chances here. 4 or 5 really good saves in a row here from Verbeek, keeping that puck out of the net. No rebounds coming out for STFX to capitalize on right now.
3 minutes and 18 seconds to go. Shots almost even now after the last flurry from STFX with the goalie out, but still nothing past Verbeek in this third period. On ahead it comes and ripped in by Landon Pitts. Philbert steps away from the forecheck. Worked it up and out for Lucier. At center ice, Moss plays it down. Gets it back from McPherson. Kaya Moss hits center ice, dumps it on in. Verbeek calmly off the sidewall. And Concordia clears the zone once more. Lexi Bettier is able to muscle it out to center ice. Bettier with it now, goes cross ice. Pardon me, that was Boyer. Now the empty net. Up ahead, Lucier. Lucier missed it on the backhand. One of the best goal scorers in the country, wide open net, but I think that's just fine with her. Puck is still 200 feet from her own net. Little one touch, and Switzer pokes it out to center ice. Ashlyn Garnett. Garnett, wrister towards the net, knocked down. And cleared into the sideboards by Caroline Moquin-Joubert, who's played a great game. She's been all over the ice, as has the rest of her Stingers team here in the last 40 minutes, 38 minutes or so. They weathered the storm in that early second period. 5 straight for Concordia. Inside 2 minutes to play. Concordia can feel the national semifinal now.
Yeah, an unfortunate game here for STFX, coming out so strong. 3rd year in a row, as you said, Adam, dropping this ever-important first game. 2nd year in a row, allowing one of the top offensive threats of the opposite team a hat trick. Last year, that being Tatum James of the Waterloo Warriors. This year, Drapeau of the Stingers. And just 2 tough back-to-back years, STFX just not quite able to finish these games out.
Switzer's shot deflected over the net. Back behind the net now. Under a minute to play. Camille Richard tries to track it down. And it's going to be cleared to Moquin-Joubert, the Stinger captain. Couldn't corral it, but Pitts at center ice just tries to rip it back in. X trying to make a change. Concordia trying to salt this away. Boyer to the line and out. Poked on by Gaudreau. And back inside the STFX line. Gaudreau pressures there on Lothian. Moses back to Lothian. It's to the line and out. Bid towards the empty net. Would have been no goal because of a delayed offside. Knocked down though again by Drapeau this time, and a hard shot is blocked by Philbert. Back comes X, but only can skate it into the corner as the time ticks away. The Concordia Stingers with 5 unanswered goals. They win quarterfinal number 1 at the 2025 Miller Waste U Sports Women's Hockey Championship, as they will advance to the national semifinal on Saturday.
Yeah, maybe the outcome we expected here, Adam, but not the game we expected, as STFX putting in a great effort and really just probably feeling a heartbreaking loss after feeling like they really had a chance to pull away with this one, going up with the early lead and having some really great offensive time and opportunities and moments of brilliance for both teams, and just STFX not able to overcome these defending U Sport Stingers.
Yeah, the Stingers proving too much, especially that top line. Jessimel Drapeau, the all-tournament team member from a year ago when Concordia won the gold medal. And, of course, Emily Lucier on the same line with Thibault. The trio of them really putting the pressure on St. FX as that second period wore on and into this third. The skill level of Concordia apparent in that last 36 minutes or so. They were unrelenting on the AUS champions. So technically our first upset in our first game, the 5 seed over the 4 seed, as Concordia punches the first ticket to the national semifinal. Teams will line up here and we'll get some player of the game awards momentarily. Let's take a look at some of the action. That was the first goal from St. FX. It was Lothian who got on the board first. Moses made it 2-0, but then all Concordia, Smitty.
Yeah, Concordia really showing why they're the top scoring team in the country, as they have some of the best offensive threats, and backed up by a very solid goaltending tonight, which one can be so frustrating to play against when you do finally get some chances. Verbeek standing strong in the Concordia net.
Yeah, Bureau Gagnon with the wraparound goal. Drapeau, as we mentioned, with 3. The lovely little 2-on-1 in the third period that Lucier finished off. And Concordia, 5 straight goals. This is the 2-on-1 here. We will hear now for the night team players of the game. It's Mackenzie Lothian for St. FX. Night team player of the game for the X-Women. She was incredible on the back end, both this afternoon and all season for St. FX. And a great moment for her to open the scoring in front of her family and friends, right in front of our broadcast view. And a no-brainer for the night team player of the game for Concordia, Smitty. 3 goals and an apple. How's that for Jessimel Drapeau?
Definitely not a bad way to start this tournament. She can carry that momentum along with her entire team over into that semifinal game on Saturday.
Concordia will play the winner of tonight's second quarterfinal between Alberta and Waterloo. Should be a packed house opening ceremonies as the Warriors get their first action of the 2025 Miller Waste U Sports Women's Hockey Championship. Concordia will go to the consolation side of the bracket. They'll play Saturday morning.
Concordia getting some love from the friends and family, traveling down to beautiful Waterloo, township of Woolwich, to celebrate their team and their success this season.
The Stingers get the 5 straight goals and the first ticket to the semifinals, and St. FX leaves feeling stung. So you can join us for our next broadcast featuring Alberta and Waterloo coming up tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern. On behalf of Amanda Smith and Sarah Saeed, my name's Adam McGuire and our entire U Sports on TBC crew. Tonight, the final, Concordia 5, St. FX 2. Thanks for joining us. Goodbye for now from Woolwich, Ontario.